introduction to mechatronics, and the next topic in that module is transducers and sensors. So we'll go into the introduction to the mechatronics part. So now mechatronics. Now how did the word mechatronics came into picture? So mechatronics is a combination of two separate words. One is mechanisms. Then you are having the electronics. So from mechanisms they have taken mecha, and from the electronics they have taken out the electronics part, and you have joined them, you got the mechatronics. Now what exactly is mechatronics? Now we have to understand the major difference between electromechanical systems and mechatronics systems. So whenever we say mechatronic systems, it also includes some mechanical components which are controlled by using some electronic components, and a combination of two will be the mechatronic systems, is what is the conventional definition. But actually that is a electromechanical system, which means you are having the electronic parts and mechanical parts working together to give or to control the output. So what is the definition of mechatronics? So mechatronics forum, that is from UK, they have given a definition of mechatronics as: mechatronics is synergetic integration of mechanical engineering with electronics and intelligent control algorithms in the design and manufacture products processes. Now here the most important words is a synergetic integration. Now what is this synergetic integration? So synergetic integration, if you are explaining in terms of mathematics, if you say 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, that is a conventional integration. So you are having some features of mechanical systems, you are putting some electronic systems, combinedly they are going to give the more or less the same kind of functionality without any additional thing. That is the conventional integration. You are joining two different systems. But mechatronics, we say that it is synergetic integration. So if you want to tell in mathematical terms, that will be 1 plus 1, you are adding, then it will be more than 2. Sometimes it can also happen that if you are joining two separate systems, that can create a bigger problem than you are having one single system. But usually in mechatronics, whenever we say, if you are combining two separate systems, that is mechanical systems and electronic systems, and we are combining them together, we are going to get much better control than what we get in a normal circumstance. So that is the meaning of the synergetic integration. So you are going to get more features, we are going to get some more functionality, and we can improve the controlling. So we can make very good control of the output, so that we are going to get the required kind of manufacturing process or a product or any kind of desired output. So that is what we are able to achieve using mechatronics. So example will be the automobile. If you take the case of example of automobile, so if you are taking the most conventional or the oldest form of automobile, what you are having? You are having a IC engine which is mounted on a chassis. Then you are supplying the fuel to the IC engine. You are having certain camshafts which are opening and closing the valves. You are having a steering wheel. Then you are having a braking or maybe clutch and other things. So these are the basic components of the automobile. You can add some shock absorbers and other things, windows and other things to improve the comfort. Now, but what has happened in the today's automobile, whether it is the same? If you are seeing at the most basic aspects, more or less it is the same. You are having a steering, you are having a chassis, you are having the windows, you are having the doors. But not only we are having those elements, but because of usage of certain electronic components, we are having much better control. So if you take the simplest example of centralized locking or the child lock system, if you are pressing some button and internally something is happening, some of the elements are powered, and it is not possible to open the door from inside. So you are completely locking the vehicle. So that children by accident, they are not able to open the vehicle. Or if you are taking the example of the engine control system. So engine control system, now it is completely by using electronics and sensors. So you are measuring what exactly is the position of the crankshaft of the engine, and you are trying to control the fuel injection or the sparking time in the required fashion in order to improve the burning of the fuel, so that you are going to get much better power output. So this was not possible by using conventional electronics. Conventional mechanical systems are just purely if you are putting some sensors, it is not possible. So now how it is achieved? It is achieved because you are making lot of computations. So at what time you want to spark will be dependent on several factors. At what speed the vehicle is moving, what is the temperature of the engine, and how much of a throttle is opening or accelerator is pressed. So considering the various information the engine control unit is detecting, it will decide what exactly should be the time at which the spark has to be initiated and for how long the spark has to be provided. Or if it is a diesel engine, it will decide when exactly to inject the fuel. So you are having lot of computations also, not only simple electronic components, you are having lot of computations which you are performing. Apart from that, you are having lot of signals you are receiving. So all of these things combined together, we will say that it will be a mechatronic system. That is the one example in an automobile. Other one is a airbag system. So the airbag system means whenever you are hit suddenly with some amount of force, then automatically the airbag should open. So there should not be a case such that a human being has to press some buttons and the airbags have to open. Then there may not be sufficient time. And also for small bumps or sometimes you are accidentally making a sudden brake, that should not create any opening of the airbags because airbags are costly. So unnecessarily the airbag should not open, but in the required time they should open. So you have to make the calculations regarding the acceleration. You have to put some sensors to detect something has been really hit the car or some accident has taken place. Only then the airbag should open. And whatever elements you are using, they should be very small because you cannot have a very bulky airbag system in your automobile, which again will reduce the comfort. So you should have very compact systems. So that is possible because again we are using some mechatronics elements. We have reduced the size of the elements which are opening the airbags. So that is possible. So that is why we call synergetic integration. So not only mechanical is there, not only electronic is there, you are combining them to get much better features. Then you are having air conditioning, you are having intelligent cruise control, then you are having brake by wire system. You need not have to use your full feet to apply the brake. You can have some buttons, and if you are pressing it, you will be able to apply the required amount of braking force. Then if you are going to more advanced in automobiles, you are having complete obstacle avoidance. So the steering will automatically take over if you are going to hit the vehicle, or if you have slept off at the steering wheel, it will make some brakes and it will try to wake you up by vibrating. So, and finally you will be having a completely driverless car. That is a complete at the top end of the mechatronic design for automobile, that will be a driverless car. So like that, you are having different mechatronic elements in an automobile. So we have to understand the difference between electromechanical systems and mechatronic systems. So mechatronic system means you are not simply adding electronic components, but you are trying to make some computations, you are trying to control the output in a much better fashion. So that is the basic concept of what is mechatronics and how it is different from adding simple electronics to a already existing system.